What's up everyone and welcome back to the Werewoof Reactions. My name is Wolfie and today we're going to be doing a little discussion video. This is rather to address the question that's been brought up so many times in different videos I've made, and that question is, what am I expecting or what do I want to happen in Season 2 of Sonic Boom, which has indeed been confirmed. Thanks everybody for letting me know. You guys, like, as soon as the information came out, everybody was just like, Season 2's coming out, pay attention, look, Wolfie, look at it! That and also the top 5 worst Sonic Boom episodes, which I have yet to finish. So I guess I'll go ahead and start us off by saying, what do I want from Season 2? So I guess for Season 2, what I kind of want is something a little more story-driven, just a little bit. I don't need like an ongoing epic narrative like Avatar or Korra or something like that, something that you have to tune in every week to understand what's happening. I just kind of want a little bit of consistency or a bit of canon to follow, just a little bit, you know. Maybe do like Adventure Time, because they had an ongoing story, but they also had a bunch of one-off episodes too. Episodes that had story in it that would kind of build off later episodes or earlier episodes, and then episodes that were just kind of, you know, random adventure of the week sort of thing. I'd kind of like if Sonic Boom did something like that in Sonic Boom Season 2. Like, say they had a couple episodes where, you know, Sonic and crew are doing random adventures, and then one episode they'll kind of have like an established story episode, kind of one where it builds on, like, you know, the ancients and lyric and stuff like that, you know, a little more world building, so that way we have more to work with for future seasons, if there are going to be future seasons. So that's kind of what I want. I also forgot to say, enough with the Eggman ending episode fights, please. I get that Eggman is pretty much your central main antagonist, but I hope you guys don't resort to making him the go-to villain of every ending of every episode like you did with Season 1. I get it, but at the same time, some of the best Sonic Boom episodes didn't have an Eggman fight at the end of it. So to reiterate, less Sonic Boom end of episode Eggman fights. I get that he's the villain, I get that sometimes you have to end it with a fight, but I'll say 99 or about 95 out of 100 times of the whole Season 1 ended with Eggman being somehow forced or shoehorned into each episode, and it kind of made me not want to see him at the end of every episode, because it's just like, oh, okay, we're getting close to the 7-8 minute mark. Yep, Eggman should be making his appearance right about now. Yep, here comes the end of episode Eggman fight. It's just, it became a little bit tiresome and old. I kind of want them to think of new creative ways to end episodes without having to shoehorn Eggman in, is all I'm saying. I love Eggman just as much as a lot of you guys do, but at the same time, you grow tired of seeing him if you see him so much, you know? And for that matter, use the rest of the villains you now have in your backlog. With the end of Season 1, with episode 52, we saw all the villains coming together to work for a common cause. And I like that. I like the fact that they're now acknowledging there's multiple villains for them to work with. So hopefully, if they do have to have an end of episode fight because, say, Cartoon Network dictates that we need action at the end of every episode, use more than Eggman. And for God's sakes, Metal Sonic and Shadow, I need something there. I need a backstory for Shadow. I know you guys aren't supposed to rewrite backstories if, you know, they don't let you, but at the same time, I need to know more about Shadow. Why is he here? That's all I'm saying. As for story, I think I've covered that already. Let's see. What's next? You know what? I'll go over characters. Kind of what I want for Season 2, and I know this is probably just going to be based on, you know, what characters I like more, but I want to see the following 3 characters in Sonic Boom. If possible, I want these characters to be in Sonic Boom Season 2. Starting with number 1, I think, and I know this is going to go a lot against what a lot of people want, but I want Rouge the Bat in Season 2. And I know what you're all thinking, you mean fan service the Bat, right? Or Boobs the Bat, right? No, yeah, okay, that's fair. Yeah, I kind of want Rouge in, and I kind of want her done in the style of this DeviantArt pic I saw this right here. Hopefully I can find the picture and put it right there. I think this design is fitting. It's different. It's definitely different. I could definitely say it would be something that you could differentiate. I can't speak today. But you could tell this is a Sonic Boom design, and I actually like Rouge the Bat as a character as well. I think she's a very strong female lead. Not the strongest, that's for the next pick of mine, but I think she'd have something to do in the Sonic Boom canon. Whether it be a treasure hunter, which she is in the normal Sonic canon, but it would make more sense in the Sonic Boom verse, because I believe this is an island that's kind of unexplored, and there's ancient treasures and stuff like that. She could work, right? That or Knack the Weasel. Knack the Weasel isn't even really a thing in the current Sonic canon. He's more or less in the comics and was only used once or twice in the Game Gear games and Sonic the Fighters, but he never really got a cool, like, kind of his own game to expand upon his backstory. So Sonic Boom would be a great way to introduce him too. He could be a treasure hunter or a new villain for Sonic and Co to fight with. He doesn't have to be the same Knack the Weasel. He could be done up in a Sonic Boom style. I think that'd be okay with that. Rouge or Knack would be my first pick. I'll say Rouge first, Knack second. They're both equal in my opinion. My second pick would have to be my favorite female lead in the Sonic canon. That would be Blaze the Cat, and I would love to see her done up in the Sonic Boom style. I don't see how she would fit in because of the whole royalty backstory for at least her current canon. Maybe they could redo her completely for the Boomverse, but that's just me. I really just want to see Blaze the Cat in this canon, I guess, which kind of brings me to the next point, that Percy is kind of Blaze already, in a way, in a strange sort of way. It works, but yeah, second pick would be Blaze the Cat. And finally, for my third pick, I'm going to go ahead and say the Chaotix. And yes, I mean the Chaotix as a collective. Vector, Charmy, and SBO, I think would be hilarious to see in the Boom format, because I think they would bounce well off the others, depending on whether they're played up for laughs or if they're played as a more serious detective type. You know, it would actually be kind of funny to have them played seriously, while all the other characters are kind of played jokingly. Like, there's actual crimes and stuff being committed, and the Chaotix are there trying to solve it as detectives, but the Sonic Boom crew is just kind of there screwing things up, and they're just like, these guys are always there messing up our detective work. Ain't that right, Charmy? That's right, Vector. And then SBO's like, quite, yes. He's drinking tea and shit. I don't know. Just have them played. I just want them in there, and I think it'd be pretty cool to see them done in the Boom style. So those would be my 3 picks for characters to be introduced to the Sonic Boom verse. And finally, so you know what? I think we're going to go ahead and end this. This is a very brief video discussion, but I think I want to end it on episode idea. An episode idea. So, here's what I'm going to do. Open forum discussion. So in the comments below, guys, you can either tell me what you think of my episode idea, or you can leave an episode idea of your own. Let's have an open discussion about an idea you think would be great for a Sonic Boom 2 episode. Since we since we always talk about, oh, this episode was weak, or this episode was great, and we always talk about the Sonic Boom writers, I think it's only fair that we throw a couple ideas out ourselves to find out, it's not actually easy to make a Sonic Boom episode. You think it is, but when you come up with ideas, you're like, that's actually not that great. So, I will go ahead and start us off. I think for a Sonic Boom episode, I have this written down. Let me go ahead and pull up the notes real quick. Alright, so I've gone ahead and pulled up my idea for a Season 2 episode, and here's what I came up with. A B-Team Hero episode. Now, you're probably wondering what I mean by that. I'm going to go ahead and elaborate and give you a brief synopsis and a summary of what I came up with for an episode. So, the Sonic crew, Sonic, Tails, Sticks, Amy, Knuckles, are fighting Eggman at the start of the episode. What else? They get injured during this fight and are pretty much taken out for a bit. Not killed, but they got crutches and casts and stuff like that. They can't really do battle anymore. Eggman comes out unscathed. Of course, Eggman, seeing that they're injured, decides to go and attack the village again. And the villagers, without any true proper protection from Eggman, without the Sonic crew there to defend them, decide to form their own team to fight against Eggman. This team consists of Zoe, the fox, Sora the eagle, Mike the guy, Percy, and for the 5th, I don't know, let's say Comedy Chimp. So we come up with these 5 characters that are pretty much put together haphazardly by the cowardly, stupid villagers to try to fight against Eggman's forces. And wouldn't you know it, they wind up having to save the day, and they wind up doing it in some sort of big way. Let's say it's a fluke by chance, and they become like their own heroes. And they decide, yeah, so in case anything goes wrong with Sonic and crew, or they're not around to do anything, we can save the day. And it could be played up for laughs, or it could be kind of a serious episode. I think for Sonic Boom it would work more as a comedic episode. And I think it would be actually funny to see a different group dynamic between Zoe, Sor, Mike, Percy, and Comedy Chimp. I think those 5 would make a very interesting dynamic for a pretty fun episode. That, and it would also give the writers a fun idea to write without having to have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Sticks, and Amy in an episode primarily. And I think Eggman would be pretty surprised to see those 5 working against him, and I think it would be pretty good. But yeah, guys, that pretty much does it for my Sonic Boom Episode 2 discussion. Tell me what you guys thought of my episode idea, and I challenge all of you to come up with an episode idea yourselves. Since we all make fun of the Sonic Boom writers for the bad episodes, I figure it's only fair we toss in our hats and figure out, and rather see how hard it is to come up with an episode ourselves. What did you guys expect from Sonic Boom Season 2? You know, what are you guys hoping for? Let me ask you guys that question since you asked me that already. And, pretty much just the usual, guys. Be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the Werewoof Reactions for more videos like this one. Whew. And if you want to send a personal request my way, you can do so via the Twitter at the Werewoof. That's Werewoof, not Werewolf. And if you want to send fan art, anything fan-related, or a personal request my way, you can do so at my email at wolfiecoms@gmail.com. One more time, that's wolfiecoms@gmail.com. And I will try to respond back as quickly as possible. Granted, my work week isn't freaked up. But be sure to leave a name if you do, so that way I can thank you in the next video. But that is going to be all from me today, guys. My name is Wolfie. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you all next time. Stay tuned.